Hello everyone. In chapter number 7, triangles, we have learned till now about all the criterias like SAS, ASA, AAS, triple S and RHS, which helped us to prove triangles congruent. After that, we did this properties of isosceles triangle. Like this, you can see ABC triangle in which angle B is equal to angle C, and we all know if two angles are equal in a triangle, then the sides opposite to these triangles are equal. Now, what will happen if they are not equal? We have seen angle B and C are equal, so we got this relation between the sides which are opposite to them. What will happen if B becomes more than C, like this case, or B becomes less than C? Then in that case, what relation will be between AC and AB in these cases? To understand this, we have this topic 7.6, which is inequalities in a triangle. First of all, let's see how an angle behaves when we increase and decrease it. Let's see. We all know an angle is formed between two rays having a common vertex. So, if I draw this ray OA and second ray OB like this, let me take this angle as 30 degree. So, I can say, or first let me take it as x equal to 30 degree. So, and join this AB. Okay. So, when you open this arm OB, you get this angle equal to 30 degree. What will happen if you open this arm more? So, let's try to open this arm more. Suppose like this one. If I draw it somewhat here, suppose this time angle is 45 degree. Let me take a blue pen now. This angle is angle Y is equal to 45 degree. This is complete from this angle and X was this angle. Now, if you observe, as we have increased the angle, same effect we can see on this side. Earlier it was AB, now let us call it C. So, we can say angle X, which is 30 degree, the side opposite to this angle is AB, and angle Y, which is 45 degree, side opposite to this angle is this complete one, which is AC, and you can observe that AB is smaller than AC. So, we can say as angle X is less than angle Y, therefore, we have found practically that AB, which is opposite to angle X, is less than AC, which is opposite to angle Y. So, this gives us a clue for our first theorem, which is theorem 7.6. Let us write that. Theorem 7.6. First of all, these theorems are based on triangles only. So, in a triangle, if, sorry, not take if, you can say the angle opposite to longer side is larger. So, the angle which is opposite to longer side is larger, and its converse, that is theorem 7.7, is converse of it. In a triangle, the side opposite to larger angle is longer. Now, this can answer our question now. So, if angle B is more than angle C, now as angle B is more than angle C, we can say AC, which is opposite to angle B, should be larger than AB, and in this case AC should be smaller than AB. This also we have used in the case of right angle triangle. If you remember, we used to see always that how to find the longest side. In a right angle triangle, we used to say that the side opposite to right angle is the hypotenuse. There was a clue that right angle is the largest angle in this triangle ABC, so the side opposite to this angle will obviously be the longest one. So this angle was largest in a right angle triangle, hence this side was the longest one, or our hypotenuse. So I hope this clue is clear to you now. Now let's take example 9. Example number 9. D is a point on side BC of triangle ABC. So we have a triangle ABC and A, B, C, and D is a point somewhere here, suppose, such that AD is equal to AC. Now they have given us these two sides equal. So given AD is equal to AC, or indirectly you can say triangle ADC is a isosceles triangle, and to show or to prove is AB more than AD. We have to prove AB is larger than AD. So this AB is larger than AD, suppose. Okay, now the question arises in our mind, how to prove this. In above theorems we have said that angle opposite to these two sides, if we find a relation between them, then it is easy for us. Let's see what is opposite to AB. If we see AB is this side and opposite to this is this angle, suppose I call it 1, and opposite to AD we have angle this one, suppose 2. So we have to prove indirectly, this is the thinking portion that we are saying, we have to prove indirectly angle 1 more than angle 2. But finding a relation between 1 and 2 is bit difficult, because the thing that is given to us in triangle ADC. Now let's take a help of that. We know that this AD and AC are also equal, so that means if I prove AB more than AC, that would be the same thing, because AD and AC are same thing. Now let's try to understand how to prove this part. So if I call this angle as angle 3, so we have to prove angle 3 is more than angle 2. I hope this would be easier to prove. Let's start now. Proof. First of all, in triangle ADC, which is given to us as isosceles, we can say angle 3 is equal to angle 4, because angles opposite to equal sides are equal. Now how this will help us? These two are equal. We want a relation of inequality. For that, you can see this 4 is actually a exterior angle for triangle ABD. Now you can say in triangle ABD, angle 4 is equal to angle 2 plus, suppose I call it 5, plus angle 5. Let me make these circles so that you don't add them. These are angle name only, not numbers. So we can say angle 4 equal to 2 plus 5. Can we say from this thing that angle 4 is larger than angle 2? Because angle 4 is equivalent to sum of these two. That means we can say angle 4 is larger than angle 2. Now how this will help us? Because we know 3 and 4 are equal, so we can say also angle 3 is larger than angle 2, because 3 is equal to 4. Hence, we can say, we have proved this part, we can say the side opposite to this, that is AB is larger than AC. So we have proved this thing, but we had to prove AB larger than AD. We can say that also. The reason is side opposite to larger angle is longer in a triangle. So in a triangle, side opposite to larger angle is longer, and we can say from this AB is more than AD. Same reason, because AD and AC are equal given to us, and with this way we have proved this part. Okay, let us take exercise 7.4. In this question 1, show that in a right angle triangle the hypotenuse is the longest side. This thing we have used many times, but this time we have to prove this. So we have suppose triangle ABC, in which angle B is 90 degree. We have assumed. Now what is given to us? Angle B is equal to 90 degree, and to prove that AC is the longest side. Now to prove this thing, we have to understand, as per the theorems we have studied in inequality, if you want to prove any side longest or shortest, you have to look for its opposite angle. And if you look for AC, this side AC, you can see the angle opposite to it is angle B. So if somehow you prove angle B is the largest angle, or it is more than angle A or angle C both, we can say it AC is the longest side. So in the thinking process we have found that we have to prove angle B is largest. We have to prove this part. To prove this we have many criteria, so we will use one of that. Let's see. Proof. In triangle ABC, what we know is angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. Why? Because angle sum property of a triangle. Now we know this angle B is 90 degree. Let's try to find the value of A plus C. So we can say angle A plus angle C is equal to 180 degree minus angle B, and we can put the value of B which is given to us, which is 90 degree. So 180 minus 90 becomes 90 degree. So we have got combined value of A and C as 90 degree, that is equal to angle B also. So we have got a relation between angle B and these two angles combined, which says combined A plus C is same as B. So what we can say from this, that B is obviously larger than individual A or individual C. So from this we can say, therefore angle B is larger than angle A, or we can say angle B is larger than angle C. Okay, now this will help to prove our part. Therefore angle B is the largest angle in triangle ABC. Therefore AC is the longest side. Now you have to write the theorem, because you have studied about that. The theorem is in a triangle, side opposite to largest angle is longest. That's it. Now let's take next question. Question number 2. You can try on your own, and if you are not able to solve, then you can see the solution. You can pause it right here. Question number 2 is, in figure 7.48, AB and AC of triangle ABC are extended to point P and Q respectively. Now let me draw the triangle first. So this is the figure. Triangle ABC, the side AB and AC are extended like this, and this is this one to point P and Q respectively. Also angle PBC is less than QCB. So given to us, given angle PBC is less than angle QCB. Now let's take the diagram. PBC, that is this angle, suppose I call it 1, is less than angle QCB, that is 2. So we can say this as, or angle 1 is less than angle 2. It is given to us. Question wants us to prove AC is more than AB. Now you can see relation is given in the lower angles, and question wants us to prove that AC is more than AB. Now if you understand which angle is opposite to AC, this angle, suppose I call it 3, and the angle opposite to AB is angle 4. Now what comes to your mind? To prove this thing indirectly, you have to think that you have to show that AC opposite is 3. You have to show, or angle 3 is larger than angle 4. If somehow you prove this part, you can easily prove this part. Now let's see how. So this was the thinking part, the proof. How will we use this given thing and try to use it in the above triangle? You can see that 1 and 3 are forming a straight line. So we can say angle 1 plus angle 3 is equal to 180 degree because of the property known as linear pairs of angles. Similarly, angle 4 plus angle 2 is equal to 180 degree. Now we can use these two equations. So from above equations, we have got angle 1 plus angle 3 is equal to angle 4 plus angle 2, because they both have same right hand side, which means they will have same left hand side also, because two things which are equal to same thing are equal to one another. Now we have got this relation. We know as angle 1 is less than angle 2. So this portion, let me use a red pen, this angle 1 is less than this angle 2, and overall they are equal. That means this 3 has to be larger than angle 4. Again, try to understand, if you have two things equal, suppose you have I am taking a simple equation, suppose you have 3 plus 2 is equal to 1 plus box. Now if this 3 is more than 1, then this box value should be more than 2. It should be how much? 3 plus 2 is 5 and this is 4. So you can say if two relations are equal, the 3 was more than 1, so this 4 should be more than 2. We can say from here, therefore angle 4, as angle 1 is less than angle 2, therefore angle 3 must be more than angle 4. And hence we can say the side AC is larger than AB because side opposite to larger angle is longer. That's it. You can try the remaining questions on your own. Thank you.